Let's persuade her to come on down here. Down you come. There we are. They like to feel the threads. It gives them a sense of spidery security if they can feel they've got a number of safety lines there to hold on to. And she's felt around and she's feeling quite happy about being there. And she's spinning nice safety lines, so we've got a bit of a chance. I've got a bit of web stuck on my nose here. You feel your thread. Can you feel your thread there? That's one of yours.
David Knight was oorspronkelijk vooral geïnteresseerd in zijderupsen en hun product. Tegenwoordig bestudeert hij met zijn collega's de mogelijkheden om de veel sterkere draad van de spin na te maken en ooit op de markt te brengen. Daarvoor werd optimistisch zelfs een bedrijf opgericht, Spinox.
She's attaching again. The thread is spinning out behind her very nicely. And then she's attaching again. There we go. Making a nice line that she can hold on to. Coming across the corner again here. This is mostly major ampullate silk, the fattest silk that the spider spins, about 4 microns in diameter, the really tough one, to make a drag line or the frame for a web, or the radials of the web.
How many different silks they have?
I have to count them without warning. There's major and minor ampullate. There are at least 2 sorts of much thinner silk for attachment purposes. That's 4. There's the highly elastic silk of the spiral. That's 5, and there's a sticky silk that goes on to that. That's 6. And then there's cocoon silk. That's 7. So I make it about 7 silks that she's able, 7 different silks, each coming from a different gland that she's able to make. So we'll see if we can get her to spin a little bit. So as you can see, she can spin on demand. That's the amazing things about these ones. If we could do that, we could make all sorts of sort of Spider-Man things, cans containing spider silk protein that you just, when you wanted, pulled out a nice thread. Wouldn't that be nice?
De zijde die de natuur maakt, heeft ons altijd geïnspireerd. Al eeuwen wordt de glanzende draad van de zijderups geoogst en verwerkt. Maar we zijn mensen en we willen meer. En beter. Dus we maken kunstzijde, viscose, rayon, nylon en dralon. En we zijn buitengewoon trots op wat we ermee creëren.
Het kasteel de Hoge Vuursche vormde op een van de mooie voorjaarsdagen het decor voor een modeshow, die ten doel had de vele mogelijkheden van dralon tentoon te spreiden. Tegen een fonteinrijke achtergrond toverden mannequins uit vele landen de talrijke gezichten van deze synthetische vezel tevoorschijn. Ze zochten verfrissing in strandpakjes met bijbehorende zonnehoeden, maar de kunstvezel kan ook worden gebruikt voor dun batist en nachtgewaden, compleet met slaapmuts en slabbetje.
Maar we willen ook krachtige draden, dus we bedachten Twaron en Kevlar. 2 supersterke kunstvezels geschikt om kogels op te vangen. Toch kan het altijd nog beter. Dus de zoektocht gaat door.
This apparatus here is a means of spinning silk from spiders so that we can analyze it in various ways. We can measure its toughness, we can study other properties of it. Here it is. You can see there are 4 threads clearly there, can't you? 2 majors and 2 minor threads. We see it as one, usually. It's the major engineering silk that this spider produces. It's the strongest and the toughest. I can roughly show you here that I can lift the thread up and you can see, although it's only 4 microns thick, it really is quite robust. There's some that's spun onto a frame here. And I don't know how many strands we've got here, perhaps 15 strands of spider silk. This is quite a weighty frame, and yet it'll very amply support the frame on these small number of threads here. It's not quite as strong as Kevlar, but it's many times tougher, well, 5 times tougher than Kevlar. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, strength is the largest weight that you can hang on it without it breaking. But toughness is a measure of how much energy the thread can take, how much energy you can put into it by stretching it with a weight before it breaks. Toughness is a product of how far you can stretch it and how strong it is. So to be tough, you need to be strong and stretchy. Spider silk is way tougher than steel by weight, something like 20 times tougher than the average steel. There's lots of things I like about them. One of the things is that they have an extremely sophisticated micro-miniaturized spinning apparatus inside there. Now, don't you go biting me, will you? So, 7 sorts of micro-miniaturized spinning apparatuses inside there, producing very sophisticated materials, and of course they do so in a very eco-friendly way because they use water only as a solvent. They don't use nasty organic solvents or concentrated sulfuric acid as in the spinning of some man-made plastics. The material is biodegradable and functions, I don't think I'll have it crawling over my face, thank you, but it functions when it degrades as a slow-release organic fertilizer.
In de wereldwijde zoektocht naar een kunstmatige spinzijde proberen de meeste laboratoria de grondstoffen die de spin gebruikt na te maken. Spinox doet dat niet. De kracht van de draad zit niet in de grondstof, want die lijkt sprekend op die van de rups en die spint een zwakke draad. De kracht zit hem in de manier waarop de spin spint. En dat probeert Knight exact na te bootsen.
If you want to make a thread as good as the spider does, you've got to do it the spider's way. Our device has a groove in it which closely mimics the shape of the duct in the spider. But not only are we copying the shape of the duct, we're also trying to copy the chemical treatment as well.
De namaakspin van Spinox moet van natuurlijke vloeibare eiwitten een solide draad van spinzijde maken die zo uit het apparaat te trekken is. En dat is nog maar zelden gelukt.
See, there's the thread. Can you see that? How's that? Thread it is. Or was. There we are. They're not strong enough. They really are too brittle. They snap much too easily. I can't really tell you how bad they are, but they are not good yet. If we can produce a thread which is only a third as tough as spider silk, perhaps a fifth as tough as spider silk, yet it's biodegradable, it's not going to cause allergies when implanted into human beings, then we have a fibre which has got huge potential for medical applications in woven devices or woven ligaments, sheet materials for repairing hernias or other tissue injury. There are a great many possible medical applications. The atmosphere is electric. Will it spin for us? Quite well gelled protein there. That's pulling away too fast. This is only the third time we've reeled from the device. For the last 3 months, we've been trying to get it to reel, and we haven't succeeded.
Quite happy.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Very happy. Yeah. We've been at it for 10 years. The spiders have been at it for 40 million years, so we need a little time to catch up.